Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Let's Play Space Quest. As you notice, I'm back outside. I just wanted to show you a couple of deaths that I missed, just because the deaths in this game are usually really funny. And before I leave this area, I want to show them to you. So basically, what I've been doing is just standing around for a while without a drink of water. And it says, "The heat is causing you to develop quite a thirst. A drink of water would certainly be most pleasant." Um, and since I don't have the water, because I threw it at Orat, I'm just going to wait and see what happens if I don't drink. And standing out in the sun. So again, this is another issue if you can't spend too much time out here, especially if you don't have the water anymore, because you will eventually die of thirst, just like in the Black Cauldron, you can die of thirst. "You are very much in need of water now. Your future will be a thing of the past without it." So we'll wait a bit longer, see what happens. "You're dead, Roger Wilco. You have died of dehydration. Within a few hours, your gaunt corpse will have dried to a crisp. Your powdered remains evenly distributed across the parched terrain by a searing gust." All right, so there's another death that I missed. So that's one thing you want to avoid is the dying of dehydration. It's not that easy to do. I mean, they give you enough chances, and you do have the dehydrated water until you throw it at Orat, at least. So it's not that hard to avoid. I mean, but it's it's yet another thing you have to worry about in this game. Um, there's also another death here. I remember I was looking at this hole before. I was like, I know there's something with this hole. So what you actually have to do is climb in the hole. And there he goes, sticking his head in and getting spit out as skeletons. Brr. "Whatever's in that hole just enjoyed lunch on you. This should teach you to be cautious when encountering alien holes." So once again, curiosity killed Roger Wilco. Alright, let's go back here. We've killed Orat at this point. So now we're heading back to our buddy the alien head thing, like from A Wizard of Oz. And we're going to give him the part of Orat that remains after we killed him. Let's sidle past this alien great monster here, and we'll go into this cave here. Now this is another cave I wanted to show you a death, because I knew that there was a death here, but I couldn't figure out what to do. But now I know what it is. It's a drink from pool. So let's say you don't have the water anymore and you want to drink from the pool here. This is what you do. "I don't understand your request." Okay, maybe it's just drink pool. Let me get a little closer here. Drink pool. There you go. "You lean over to drink from the tempting pool of liquid. As your lips touch the fluid, you feel a pain which could be likened to kissing a lit rocket nozzle. Now you know what they mean when they say, 'Don't drink the water.'" "That's right. You have no head. That darn pool must be filled with acid. You obviously can't go on living that way." So, yeah, I think I've showed you every death in this game so far. So I'm gonna try to do that, because the deaths in these games are the highlight. So let's continue to that alien creature. We'll show him the Orat part, and we'll be on our way. Alright, I skipped ahead a bit just so that you didn't have to see me struggling through that acid again and all the walking animation. And let's head inside and see what happens. Again, the massive holographic image appears before you. So you have returned. Fortunately, there is much more to you than meets the eye. More than meets the eye. Autobots fight a battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. Drop before me proof of Orat's defeat for my inspection. I remember when he said more than meets the eye when I was a kid. As soon as he said that, I always sang the Transformers theme song. I still do to this day. It's pretty funny. Yeah, but little things I continue to do from age 7 on to today. Alright, so it wants me to drop the part. Alright. You drop the Orat part to the ground. The vision is silent. You are startled by a rumbling and suddenly an oddly shaped door comes into view. It opens slowly. You hear a voice different this time, beckoning you to step forward. Back in the day when we were playing this on 5 1/4-inch discs, this would be the point where you would switch to disc 2. And I remember I lost disc 2 for a while. I was so mad because I couldn't get past this part. I did find it eventually, though. Here's the guy we were talking to. Please, don't be alarmed. We intend no harm. We are a peaceful race. We are cautious, however. Others don't share our way of life. Welcome to Corona. You are standing in the power generation facility of our underground settlement. All power here is produced by steam. That is unimportant to you, however. We have promised you transportation. It is a skimmer. It hovers approximately a half a meter above the traveling surface. This is very important because of Grell. Yep, we all know who Grell is by now. Grell and his like dwell in caves below the sand. If you stand on the surface too long, you chance becoming a rare moist meal for him. And what I forgot to point out earlier, I did put it in the caption, is that Grell was actually a nod more to the Dune worms than to the Star Wars Sarlacc pit. I can't believe I didn't mention that because like I knew that for years. Like I've read Dune, I've seen the movie and stuff, and I knew that it was a reference to that. But I think when I was little, I hadn't seen Dune yet, so like I was always thinking that was like kind of like the Sarlacc pit, and that was at the back of my mind. All right, I still think George Lucas stole the idea of the beak from this game, though. This skimmer is programmed to take you to a settlement on the other side of Corona called Ulence Flatts. You can make further travel arrangements there. I am sorry this is all we can offer. I hope your trip is a safe one. Board this skimmer when you are ready to depart. Good luck, strange one. So, these are nice aliens. They're good guys. Now, let's look around a bit first before I go. Obviously, there are a few things that stick out here. This place is most interesting indeed. A mixture of both old and new technologies. On one side of the chamber is a primitive steam generator. Its pistons, pounding rhythmically, turn steam into useful energy. On the other side is what appears to be a computer console. Let's look at the steam pistons here. There seems to be some steam escaping with each stroke of the pistons. I'm not sure if you could kill yourself here, but I'm going to try. Actually, let me save that one, and I'll erase this one here. Pistons. Touch pistons. Yeah, maybe you can't. Grab pistons. Okay. I wonder if I could talk to these aliens. Let's look at them first. A few of the Coronians above you carry out their various tasks. The beings are busy working and have no time to chat. Look look at console. The console consists of a monitor and a cartridge slot. Ooh. There are also some readouts which indicate the status of some mechanisms in here. Look at readouts. The screen is dark. Look at screen. Screen is dark. Now, obviously, this is where you insert the cartridge. You can actually find out about it. Here's another spot where you can very easily miss doing this, and it will screw you later on. You'll basically not beat the game. You'll get an ending, but it won't be a good ending if you don't do this. And so if you miss that cartridge in the beginning, you wouldn't be able to do this. And even if you get the cartridge, if you forget to do this, you are screwed. You won't be able to beat the game with the good ending. You'll get the bad ending at the end. The cartridge snaps neatly into the slot and the screen comes alive. Alright, so let's read this. This is the actual backstory to this game. This is where we'll find out the truth behind the star generator. Whosoever shall read this, my name is Dr. Vohall. I am a scientist with the Star Generator Project aboard the Star Lab Arcota. We have just successfully completed development and testing of the Star Generator. During this time, I have come to believe that our progress has been monitored by others. I fear that the Sariens may have learned of our mission. If my fears prove true, the Star Generator and the people of our universe are in serious jeopardy. The Star Generator is a miraculous device. Used as intended, it will help preserve life for eons to come. Used as a device for evil, it would cause the destruction of millions of lives and enslave all who oppose the Sariens. Encoded within this cartridge are all plans and specifications for the construction of the Star Generator. Should any disaster befall the Star Generator project, scientists would be able to create a duplicate of the Star Generator with this information. Please guard this with your life. Return it to the Xenon ruling body as quickly as possible. Important note, the Star Generator is capable of self-destruction. It was introduced to the system as a precaution. To activate it, one must enter the code 6858. A 5-minute timer will begin to count down. Beware, anyone within 5 kilometers of the Star Generator will be in danger once the timer has been initiated. Please be careful, and good luck. So now we know exactly why we need this cartridge, why it's so important. In a way, it's kind of like the Death Star plans that R2-D2 is carrying in his system. The Star Generator is pretty much like the Death Star, or the Genesis device in Star Trek 2 is another reference, because it can bring life. Genesis device could bring life to a dead planet. This one can bring life to a dead sun. It can turn a planet into a sun, so it could destroy a planet like the Death Star. And I think the Genesis device could destroy all life on a planet too, once used, if anyone is living there. So it's kind of a reference to both movies, Star Trek 2 and Star Wars, which is pretty cool, I think, because they're two of the best science fiction movies to have come out, I think, in recent decades. So yeah, let's get out of here. Another thing you could forget to do is take the cartridge out of the system. You wisely retrieve the cartridge from its slot. If you forget to do that, again, you're screwed. You can't beat the game. It's unwinnable if you leave without it. So let's look at this Skinner. As described, it is a sand skimmer, and it looks like it has skimmed quite a bit of sand in its time. On it is a panel which has a small readout, currently dark, and a keyhole with a key in it. So let's enter skimmer. Look at readout. Look at controls. The panel has an ignition key. An ignition switch. There's a key in it. Turn key. You turn the key and suddenly the jet turbines begin to whir. The skimmer begins to shake beneath you. As its platform slowly moves onto the launch tube, You can't help but wonder what you've gotten yourself into this time. As you nervously hang on, the skimmer rises slowly to the surface of the planet via a secret passage. Here we go. Upon reaching the surface, you throttle up and zoom off into the sunset. The settlement the alien spoke of appears on the horizon. It's that white little dot there you see. Now this is one of those parts, it's one of those arcade sequences, and a lot of Sierra games had little arcade sequences like this where it took eye-hand coordination to get past rather than your wits. Some people hated that. I didn't mind it so much, but this one was actually pretty hard. I remember dying a lot in this because you don't have much time to react, and my sister was the only one able to get past it. So let's give it a shot. I'm gonna save before I kill myself. We'll call this the skimmer, and we'll skim to Ulence Flatts. Whoa! See those rocks come real quick. Oh, hit one. See how that damage report, it goes up each time you hit one. Now it's serious. Now it's critical. One more hit and I'm dead. And there I go, flying off into the sand. Had you eaten a few less donuts during the mission, you might have cleared that rock, Roger Wilco. So the trick to this is slowing the speed down. I think I have it on fast speed. I should be able to do it on normal. Alright, maybe not. Alright, oh! I might have to do it on slow. Oh! Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to put it on slow. This is harder than I remember it being. Let's see if I can do it on slow. A lot easier on slow. A lot easier. But it does take longer. Come on, you can do it, Roger. Just dodge those rocks. Now you can see the settlement getting closer. Those white dots are spreading out a bit, getting a bit bigger. Wow, so far I'm doing pretty good. I haven't gotten hit once. Oh, spoke too soon. It's only minor damage. Moderate. Get 2 more hits, or 3 more hits. Well, the 3rd hit will kill me. Serious. Damage report. Serious. Oh, we're getting close though. Look at the settlement. Basically just the left and right arrows is all you need to use here. Critical. Damage situation critical. Damage situation critical. Come on, I hope I'm getting there soon. Phew, that was pretty intense. You've managed to successfully navigate through the treacherous boulder field, and are quite relieved to see that you've reached the settlement. Welcome to Ulence Flatts. After a truly stone-crushing journey, you have miraculously arrived safely in Ulence Flatts, and just in time too, because the skimmer's power cell has been drained. It will take some time to recharge itself. This place isn't quite what you had expected it. It is semi-bleak at best. Now this is definitely a reference to Star Wars. Even the skimmer is kind of like the land speeder that Luke has. The bar is straight out of Star Wars. This whole area, I think, is definitely a nod to Mos Eisley. Let's put it back on normal. Exit skimmer. And, this dude. This alien guy here, he's like a little Max Headroom guy or whatever. Say, this is a genuine Fulton Sand skimmer. I've been looking for one just like it. I wonder if you would accept 30 buckazoids. Now here's another point where you could definitely easily make a mistake. If you accept his offer, you'll get 30 buckazoids, which you do need, but you can hold out for something a little better than that. If you don't hold out for something better, it will make the game unwinnable. So here's another little dead end you could fall into. So let's refuse his offer. Fine, be that way. And he walks off. And let's head into the bar and we'll look around first. You are at the south edge of Ulence Flatts. The area is protected from predators by an electronic barrier which runs around the perimeter of the settlement. Yeah, there is that electronic barrier down here. It's another death I can show you, I think. We'll save first. Ulence Flatts. You are standing against the protective barrier encircling Ulence Flatts. Due to the fact that you are land-based, you are not able to pass. Let me see if I keep doing it. Do you die? I might be confusing this with the remake. I think the remake, it kills you if you keep trying it, but I guess it doesn't do it in this one. Let's go into the bar and look at it first. There's a small rounded structure here with a door on one side. It is typical of some of the prefab structures used in frontier areas years ago. Oh, here comes our friend again. Just walked around the building, I guess. Okay, this is my final offer, and I'm only doing it because you look like you need it pretty bad. I'll give you 30 buckazoids, and I'll throw in this swell jetpack. I only used it once. Works great in zero gravity. You'll love it. Is it a deal, yes or no? Alright, that's what we need, is the jetpack. If you don't get the jetpack, you're basically screwed. There's nothing, you can't win the game. It's unwinnable. This guy doesn't come back and offer it to you. And there he goes with my skimmer. Hope I won't need that again. Alright, let's go into the bar, check out the sights here. Some green guys. Straight out of Star Wars, obviously. I mean, how much more of a Star Wars reference can you get? This seedy little place, galactic riffraff are seated at the bar. Oh, this is a seedy little place. Galactic riffraff are seated at the bar. The bartender drops by occasionally to serve them. A band is cranking out some of the more popular tunes in the quadrant. There is a slot machine standing near the bar. You notice a sweeper in the lower corner of the room. It must get messy here. No one seems to notice or care that you have entered the bar. Okay. Let's try to talk to the locals. No one here seems willing to acknowledge your presence. Maybe they're not too fond of humanoids. Oh, look at that guy just die. Just turn to ashes. The sweeper is a small motorized device which scans the floor for debris and removes it within moments of detection. There is nothing special about it otherwise. There's a hip combo of green beings jamming. They only seem to be interested in playing music. Let's see what we got here. This is a slot machine. This is the only way to get money in this game. And it would be extremely hard to win if it wasn't for the fact that you could save game whenever you want. So basically what you have to do is place a bet. F4 is a bet of $1, F6 is a bet of $2, and F8 is a bet of $3. So I currently have, I just bet 2. I pushed F4. So I just won $5. So I currently have $34 because I won 5 because I bet 2 and won 5. All you have to do then is every time you win, save the game and bet again. This time I'm going to bet 3. There's no reason to never not bet 3 since you can always just load if you lose. And you just keep doing this until you get... See, I lost, so now I'm down to 31. But, again, how awesome would this be in real life? You can always reload the game and gamble again and see what you can get. Okay, so I'm going to keep doing this until I get a lot of money, and then I'll stop recording for now because it does take some time. It's a little boring. But, yeah, that's the gambling. There's also a death that you can get. I wonder if that can happen. 43. Save. I wonder if I just want to see if I can get the death before I stop recording here. Because you're you see those skeletons? If you get 3 skeletons, ooh, the 3 eyes gives you a lot. I think the 3 diamonds is even more. But obviously the 3 skeletons, you're basically gambling your life when you play this. So that's what happened to that guy before when he turned to ashes. That's cool. Actually, when it's 1 cherry, I don't think it gives you anything. You break even when you get 1 cherry. Alright, here we go. Nothing that time. Ooh. I feel like I'm having an easier time with this than before. Okay, I got 1 skull that time. I might actually get the money before I get the death. Let's see. I think you max out at 250 buckazoids. I think that's the most this machine can get you. Oh god. Uh-oh. No, it was close. I almost got it. Now, this was kind of a pain in the butt when you had a diskettes, because every time you saved, you had to change to your save game disk. It took a long time to load. 3 eyes is always good. Wow. Just my lucky day today. Uh-oh. No, not that time. Oh, there we go. You lose, homeboy. There's the Blues Brothers. So I just turned to ash. Sweeps me up. Luck's turn has cost you dearly. As life seeps away, you long for the simpler days aboard the Arcada. Alright, so, yeah, you can gamble your life away in this game, which is kind of cool. And it says, you lose, homeboy, which is always made me laugh when I was a kid. So that's it. That's the gambling. I'm going to stop recording for a little bit and just see how much money I can get with this, because I know it's kind of boring to watch and we will continue in a bit. Ooh, there we go. Sorry, there seems to be a circuit failure. To be reimbursed, send a claim to Gipazoid Novelties, Jipazoid, because they're jipping you, Novelties 2001, Odessa Blastway Gurnville, Flador, Excel Galaxy. Please allow 2 decades for delivery. So I won $60, but I had 200 and I bet I had I had over 200. So it can't give you more than 250. So there's always a circuit failure if you go over 250, and then you can't use this again. But I have 250 buckazoids now, so I can actually buy things here. Might as well buy a drink. Hello, bartender. What'll it be? I got beer and it's 2 buckazoids. That'll be $2. 2 buckazoids. Thank you very much. Come again. Oops. Not bear, beer. I love the Brothers up there. Blues Brothers. The beer tastes like carbonated Zipple sweat. However, considering recent events, you could learn to love it. Alright. There are a couple of non-galactic-looking humanoids cranking out some unfamiliar-sounding tunes. They seem interested solely in the music they are performing. Too bad. I think they say something funny when you try to talk to these guys. They are not interested in you. No one here seems willing to acknowledge your presence. Maybe they're not too fond of humanoids. I thought they said something about they're on a mission from God, but maybe that's the remake. Is there anything in here? That does seem to be in your sight right now. Does not seem to be in your sight right now. Alright, so, did pretty well there. We, got 250 buckazoids. So now we can buy a few things in this city here, this little seedy place. Let's check back here first. This is where the, let's look at the wall. There seems to be some graffiti. Read wall. It appears to be in Sarien. You're a little rusty in your Sarien, but it appears to say, Xenon bites. Yeah, the Sarians, I don't know if I mentioned it, but the Sarians, if you look in the actual instruction booklet that comes with this game, there's a few things that come with it. There's 2 coupons, and there's a more detailed backstory. The Sarians had been at war with the Xenonians for a long time, and Roger Wilco is from Xenon, and the whole Arcada is from Xenon. Let's search the ash here. Look at ash. Look at ground. It's quite sandy down there. I thought you could search that and find buckazoids, but I guess I'm wrong. So yeah, they and the reason why they wanted to steal the star generator is so that they could turn Xenon into a sun. And of course Xenon is inhabited by billions of people, so that would kill everyone on it. Droids be us. The other things that that it included were 2 coupons. 1 coupon for Droids be us, and 1 coupon for Tiny's ship shop. For the bar, actually. I think you could get a free beer at the bar if you show them the coupon. This is an actual item, an actual physical coupon that you get in the box that comes with Space Quest. It's not an actual inventory item. So if you didn't get the game buying the physical copy, then you wouldn't know that you even had these coupons. I think I still have them actually in my basement. But So that's one thing you could do. I could have gotten a free beer actually. Now that I think of it.
Welcome to Droids BS, the finest emporium for mechanized beings in the quadrant. We have a complete line of droids for any purpose imaginable. Well, almost any. All top of the line, but I suppose you will probably be interested in our sale items. Please walk this way.
Now, I remember you could look at these first, these more expensive ones, but I guess they don't let you do it in the version 2. Let me look at these because these ones were cool, especially the center model.
That one is a collector's item.
Oh yeah, he does tell you about it.
One of the very first droids ever built. Someday that rare piece is going to bring a small fortune at an auction. It's not for sale. We call that one the Peacemaker. It's used primarily in security. In a crime situation, it is capable of apprehending, trying, sentencing, and punishing the offender on the spot. Swift and effective, and only 368 buckazoids, 294 with coupon. That compact unit is often used for mining. It is short and stocky, and quite strong for its size. It is designed to work in areas which may be hazardous to non-mechanized beings. 325 buckazoids for years of service. 294 with coupon. So none of these we can buy. None of these floor models because you can't get more than 250 buckazoids. But these top two we can afford. So have a look at them. That model is ideal for flight systems operations. It will pilot any modern fighter or cruiser, and it is one of the most experienced droids we carry. I ask only 45 buckazoids for it, 36 with coupon. I got it from some gambling type who was required to pay up or perish.
Talk to alien. Okay. Talk to man.
Are you here to talk or are you here to buy? The salesman asked.
The salesman is a strangely built being. He looks like he might tip forward any minute.
That unit is a good all-around droid. Sure, it may seem a little dinged up, but it's not as bad as it looks. There is still quite a bit of life left in it. It is a great little companion, and for you only 40 buckazoids, 32 with coupon.
So this coupon that he's talking about, we actually do have, even though it's not in the inventory. Droids BS, by the way, they were actually sued by, they were going to call it Droids R Us originally, but they were sued by Toys R Us, and they had to change it to Droids BS. I think actually in version 1.0, not the later version ones, but the version 1.0, it's still called Droids BS. So this coupon, even though it's not in our inventory, we actually do have it because it came in the box that you bought Space Quest in. It's a physical coupon that you actually have, and you can show it to him.
I see you bear one of those coupons. Oh well, you shall receive 20% off any of my quoted prices.
And I think you do have to show him the coupon in order to get the discount. So that one's 36. I think the other one was I forget. That one's 36. The one on the right. And this one is 32. So the green one is cheaper. We're going to buy both of them, one each after the other. We're not going to buy them yet because there's no real point in buying a droid yet. But I just want to keep those in mind that we could buy those two droids up there. And I'll do that. I'll go back in the bar a little later. Yeah, Tiny's used spacecraft. What can be said that isn't seen? Tiny is a large, red skin-covered beast with the personality of a true salesman, not a prime combination of traits.
Howdy, bucko. Can I interest you in one of the finest little used spaceships in the galaxy? You look like a man of discerning taste.
Talk to Tiny. Tiny's not a great conversationalist. He just wants to sell, sell, sell. Look at shop. There's a small, sturdy office here, which unauthorized personnel are not allowed in. It must be a brick ship house. So let's look at these ships that he's selling here. Look at ship. You're standing near one of Tiny's used spacecrafts. Upon close inspection, they appear to have quite a few kilometers on them. Ask about ship. Oh yeah, here he comes.
Well, this is quite a unique little unit. Never been flown over Mach 3. It was owned by a little old lady from Glanzadrum. You have to fly it to believe it. And she can be yours for only 99 buckazoids. Alright, well, if it'll get me off the planet, it'll get me off the planet. So let's buy the ship and just see what happens. I tell you, I think you made a wise decision. She's a beauty. The keys are in her. If you have any problems, don't hesitate to come back and tell us about them. It's been a heck of a pleasure doing business with you. Well, good luck. Come again.
Okay, let's get in the ship.
You proudly climb into your new used spacecraft. There is definitely something unique about it. You turn the key excitedly. Oh no!
Another death.
Well, geez, guy, it seems it's developed some minor malfunction since we acquired it. We did have a small micrometeoroid shatter that was the other day. Maybe that was it. Yeah, that was probably it. Much as I'd like to, I can't refund your money. Company policy. It's out of my hands. However, I can give you 70 buckazoids credit on any other ship in our fine line of used spacecraft. Look around, see what you like.
So, I guess I didn't die. It's just one of those ways you can screw yourself over. But he does give you a 70 discount. I don't know if I think there's a coupon. Show coupon to Tiny. It does not compute. Show coupon. I don't think there is a coupon for him. Say what? But let's buy this other ship. See what happens. Let's see what he says about it first.
Don't let appearances fool you. This baby may be a relic, a classic, but she's as dependable as the day we got her. And just think, you'll be the only one in the quadrant with one. I guarantee it. She's a beaut, ain't she? This little baby can do a spin around the planet in just under an hour. Look at the lines in that bodywork. They just don't make 'em like this anymore. You know what I mean? And she's a real bargain at 185 buckazoids. He said he'll give me the discount. Of course, minus your 70 buckazoid credit, that would have come to 115 buckazoids. Let's see if I have enough. I have 149, so I can buy it. So let's buy the ship. I tell you, I think you've made a wise decision. She's a beauty. The keys are in her. If you have any problems, don't hesitate to come back and tell us about them. It's been a heck of a pleasure doing business with you. Well, good luck. Come again.
You shell out the buckazoids and hop in. Anxiously, you fire it up and lift off. And there I go. And I'm dead. Darn the luck, Roger Wilco, you've crashed in the dunes and ended your life. The various inhabitants of the Coronian desert are now feasting on what remains of you. Guess that wasn't such a hot purchase. So, you can't buy the ships here. It's not a good idea to buy those two ships, which is why I saved right before I bought them. However, there is one ship that you can buy, and it's a ship that's up here that Tiny wasn't planning on selling, and you'll find out why in a bit.
Well, there's a man with a good eye. This here's the keenest little scrambler in the hemisphere. Top of the line, handles like a charm, perfect for cruising the asteroid fields. And she's got all the thrust a guy could need, I tell ya. She's an outright steal at 214 buckazoids. Alright, let's buy it. I tell ya, I think you've made a wise decision. She's a beauty. Keys are in her. If you have any problems, don't hesitate to come back and tell us about 'em. It's been a heck of a pleasure doing business with you. Oh, by the way, you're going to need a droid to help you fly that thing. Well, good luck. Come again. So this is kind of like the X-Wing, where you have an astromech droid loaded in the back there. Look at this ship. This is actually not a bad-looking ship. It appears to be a Dralian model cruiser. They have a reputation for quickness and reliability. You're surprised that someone or something of Tiny's caliber would be carrying it. So let's enter the ship and see what we can do in here. I know we need the droid, but looking ship. You learn nothing new through this act. Search ship. That does not compute. Look at controls. Looking at the inside of the ship, you notice there are no controls here. Just a button marked load. Tiny must have been serious when he said you would need a droid to fly it. Push load. You don't have a droid to load. Okay. Let's exit the ship. So we're going to need to buy a droid. So let's go back to our Droids Be Us shop. We're going to buy a droid. I just bought a ship and I want to buy a droid. Hello, I'm going up there. So we'll buy the green one first because that's actually the wrong one to buy. And I want to show you what happens when you buy the green one. It's the cheaper droid. Using your discount coupon, you have made a relatively decent purchase of a pre-owned sale item. So now I got this little green guy with a spinning head following me around. There's nothing I could tell you that the salesman hasn't already. Talk to droid. The little droid doesn't seem to have anything to say. You hear some zapping and popping. Uh-oh. So this is definitely a reference to Star Wars when Luke buys that red droid that breaks apart and then he has to buy R2-D2. So let's look at the droid. Your newly acquired droid seems to have self-destructed. Hope it's under warranty. Take droid. The droid, while looking small, is quite heavy and not movable by you. Okay, let's see if I can get a refund. See what he says. Nice to see you again. Where's your little friend? Oh no, I hope nothing has happened to it, especially with it being a sale item. You did understand that sale items aren't covered under the terms of our warranty policy, I'm sure. It'll be upstairs if you need any. I'll be upstairs if you need anything. So I think I spent most of my buckazoids. I only have 2 on this. It's not going to let me buy it, I'm sure. Buy droid. Don't have enough buckazoids. Alright. So what I have to do now, then, is go back to Tiny's used spacecraft and buy the ship again. Because I didn't save before I bought that droid. Alright, so let's buy ship and buy the droid. Of course, they don't give you a refund in this game because Sierra cruelty, after all. Let's buy the white droid. The white droid is actually the one you want to get. It's a much better droid. It doesn't fall apart. And here he goes. What's that? Oops. Did he not let me buy it?
I don't have enough Buckazoids. 34. It's because I bought that beer. See how easy it is to lose this game. Like, I just hit a dead end. I didn't even intend on hitting a dead end, but I just hit one because I bought one beer that turned out to be a bad idea. Let me see. Search pile. Search ground. Search ash. Yeah. It's not good when things like this happen. Well, while I'm here, I'm going to see if I can show you another death that can occur. There is another one here. I might be able to gamble for more money, so I'm going to try that. I guess I can. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, everybody. I'm back. I just basically all I had to do was just go back into the bar and just gamble a little more, because it does work. Once you drop below 250 Buckazoids, the slot machine starts to work again. And if you leave the bar with 250 Buckazoids, you run into this little guy here. Say there, pal. It's come to my attention that you're in the market for some transportation. I may be able to help. If you'll follow me, I'd like to show you a fine little piece of machinery that'll knock your eyes out. So let's follow this dude and see what happens. Hold it right there, pal. This is a stick-up. I'll just relieve you of your cash. Thank you very much. 250 Buckazoids. I guess it's better than nothing. Here, keep 5 for yourself. I got to admit, you look like you need it. Well, you've got to be leaving now. Go straight back the way you came in. Deviate from that path, and you're grell kibble. Now, you could leave and just leave with your 5 Buckazoids and try to gamble it all back again. But it's more fun to get killed, I think. The mugger impresses upon you that he was quite serious. Thank you for playing Space Quest. Too bad you failed miserably and doomed all your people to a horrible death at the hands of the Sariens. If you continue playing this skillfully as this, we'll never have a chance for a sequel. Better luck next time. So yeah, that's another death. That was the death I wanted to show you before, but it didn't happen because I don't think I left with 250 Buckazoids. See, he seems to know when you're leaving rich. So we have 250 again. So we can buy our droid in our ship. I'm going to ignore this guy this time around, because he's not a good guy. He's a mean guy. We'll buy our droid. And, hello there, sir. I'm going to buy a droid from you. Let me just show the coupon just in case, because I did load a game. Yep, 20% off. So let's take the droid. Using your discount coupon, you have made a relatively decent purchase of a pre-owned sale item. Alright, little guy, let's go. Okay, Harvey, let's come on. Let's go to the ship. Now, you know what? I haven't bought the ship yet because I did load a game. I wonder if you could just take it. You can't board it because you don't own it. Nah, he's an honest fella. Alright, let's board the ship. I'm going to talk to droid.
Hello, Ping. I am a model QR7 pilot droid. I have navigated many different kinds of ships to many different worlds, and have acquired much flight knowledge from my travels. I am most anxious to serve you, sir. I hope you find my services satisfactory. My, but that's a smart-looking flight suit you have on. It sure feels good to be out of that stuffy metal market. I thought I was doomed to sit there and rust away. People say I talk too much. Do you think I talk too much? I don't think I talk too much. Beep. I'm going to shut up now.
So he's a lot more talkative than the green droid.
So how about it, partner? Can I interest you in anything here? Can we do business or what? I'm at your service. Talk to me, Chief.
All right, I'm buying this one up here, buddy. Come on.
Well, there's a man with a good eye. This here is the keenest little scrambler in the hemisphere. Top of the line, handles like a charm, perfect for cruising the asteroid fields. And she's got all the thrust a guy could need, I tell you. She's an outright steal at 214 buckazoids. And it just so happens that I happen to have exactly 214 buckazoids. I tell you, I think you've made a wise decision. She's a beauty. The keys are in her. If you have any problems, don't hesitate to come back and tell us about them. It's been a heck of a pleasure doing business with you. Oh, by the way, you're going to need the droid to help you fly that thing. Well, good luck. Come again.
All right. So now let's enter the ship. Press load. And our droid is now safely inside the ship.
What sector shall I head for, sir? Asked the droid.
Now, this part we were stuck on for probably a year. We had no idea what to do. We would say like sector fopt or something, and we had no idea what to do. We were typing everything to try and figure out what to do. Xenon, Sariens. So we were stuck here for probably close to a year. It wasn't until my sister decided to get drunk in the bar that we actually figured out what we were supposed to do. So let's see if we can even do that now, because I think I spent all my buckazoids. But we do have the bar coupon. So I'm going to go to the bar.
What'll it be? I got beer and it's 2 buckazoids.
2 coupon.
You have one of those coupons, huh? Here's your 5 buckazoids and your free beer. Enjoy.
So you can recover from this, because he does give you 5 buckazoids. If he didn't give me the 5 buckazoids, I think I'd hit another dead end. I think that's it. It's like I'd have to load an older save, because once you're out of buckazoids, there's no way to make more buckazoids by gambling, and you wouldn't be able to find out what sector to head for. Look at the beer here. This is a vessel of that acrid yet buoyant Coronian ale. So I'm going to have to gamble for just a little bit more money, just so that I have some money to spend to get drunk. Shouldn't take that long. I want to see, there's another band that plays here that I haven't seen yet. Leave and come back. Still the same band. Same guy keeps dying over and over. It's kind of hilarious to me. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, let's see what happens. I think I have enough. Oh yeah, this is the other band I wanted to show you. It's obviously a spoof of ZZ Top. On the stage are 2 heavily bearded gents and a relatively clean-shaven drummer. They are one of the hottest bands in the quadrant. I think ZZ Top also sued Sierra for using their likeness against their permission. It's obviously because every girl's crazy for a sharp-dressed man. Alright, so now it's time to get drunk. Let's save before we do it. We're going to get smashed here. We'll drink the beer that we have. The beer tastes like carbonated Zipple sweat. However, considering the recent events, you could learn to love it. What'll it be? I got a beer and it's 2 buckazoids. That'll be $2. Thank you very much. Come again. Wait around for another one. What'll it be? I got a beer and it's 2 buckazoids. Alright, here we go. Getting drunk. As you sip another of the odd brews, you overhear someone at the bar speaking.
There I was, cruising through Sector HH when I spot this blip on the scanner. So I head towards it, you see, and right there in front of me sits the Deltor. It's just sitting there. My heart start hyper warping on me.
The Deltor, by the way, is the Sarien enemy battle cruiser. It's actually the ship that attacked the Arcata. I think in the instructions they mention it, but not in the game up until this point at least.
My heart starts hyper warping around me. I figure my milliseconds are numbered. All I can think of is getting my craft out of there. So I'm reaching for the throttle. All of a sudden there's this incredible flash of light, you see? And just like that, this little planetoid explodes into a ball of fire.
So it looks like they used the star generator that they had stolen from us, and they just turned the planet into a sun.
I tell you, I'd never seen anything like it. I mauled the throttle and got out of there. Quick, you bet.
So it's kind of like when the Empire destroyed Alderaan with the Death Star. It's kind of a hint, I think, of that. But anyway, probably these comparisons are boring. So let's continue. So that's how you find out the sector. If you're paying attention, you'll know that it was Sector HH. Sector HH is the sector we have to head for. I'm going to save here because we know the sector. We could leave now and continue with our game, but I want to get more drunk. So let's see. Feel a strange tingling sensation. The taste of the beer doesn't seem to be bothering you so much now. Oh my, you are starting to feel unstable. Here's the drunken dance. I'm not feeling so wonderful. I know there's a door here somewhere. Please stop moving to the bar. Looks like he's dancing a little bit. The fresh air helps you snap out of the stupor which that foul brew was responsible for. So yeah, just a little funny part there. You could get completely drunk and just walk around. By the way, I wasn't controlling any of that walking. That was completely involuntary walking around there. So, let's save here because we're going to leave this planet. And just in case I forgot something, I want to save. Save over this. Sector HH. So, if you're paying attention to that conversation, in Sector HH is the Sarien enemy ship, the Deltar, because the guy there saw them destroy a planet there with the star generator. So that's probably where we have to go if we want to save the galaxy. We have to go to the Deltar and use the self-destruct system code, which was 6858 according to the cartridge, and then we will save the galaxy. So he's saying, "What sector shall I head for, sir?" asks the droid. And I'll give him Sector HH. Sector HH it is. I will proceed with course entry. Hey, wait a minute. Where do you think you're going with my ship? Off you go into the purple yonder. So this was a great little joke there. It turns out the the guy in the bar, um, it was his ship. Tiny sold us some other guy's ship. So just shows how sleazy he is. Um, but here we go. We don't have to worry about him. It's his problem, not ours anymore. We'll leave him behind without a ship and go off into the purple yonder, as they say. Leaving Corona for the last time. We won't be back here. And off to the enemy ship, the Deltar. Well done, Roger Wilco. You've managed to overcome the elements of Corona, from endless deserts and spider droids to obnoxious salesmen and bad booze. Yes, the sand in your boots shall forever serve as a reminder of this forsaken planet. You should feel proud, but now destiny awaits with an even greater challenge.
Hang on, sir. We're headed into an asteroid field.
This is a little fun cutscene here. I'm not actually controlling this. It's just... not sure what that said there. I'll have to replay it. I have it on fast speed.
We have established visual contact with the ship of Sarien origin, says the droid. The name Deltar is confirmed. You might consider the fact that we are in danger by being anywhere near this ship. I hope you didn't waste money with the extended warranty when you purchased me. I will slow our approach and stand off at a safe distance.
And here we go, approaching the enemy ship, the Sarien ship, the Deltar. Now, this is the part I was talking about earlier with the the jetpack. If you didn't hold out for that second offer that guy made and take the jetpack, you'd be screwed here. You'd only have one option. You'd have to try and swim to the Deltar. So let's try to do that. Let's abandon ship and try to swim to the Deltar. Leave ship. And there he goes, leaving the ship. Floats away, helplessly. Darn, Roger Wilco. Upon exiting the ship, you find that you have no means of maneuvering and are subject to the whims of inertia and gravity. You quickly learn the true meaning of helplessness as death has its way with you. Thank you for playing Space Quest. Too bad you failed miserably and doomed all your people to a horrible death at the hands of the Sarians. If you continue playing as skillfully as this, we'll never have a chance for a sequel. Better luck next time. So yeah, if you missed that jetpack, if you didn't hold out for that second offer, you were screwed. The game is unwinnable because you need the jetpack to get to the Deltar. Very easy item to miss, and an item that you can't go back and get. Once he leaves, once you either accept that first offer or if you refuse his second offer, you never get the chance to get the jetpack again. So you better hope you have a save pretty recently before you arrive at Ulence Flatts. If you kept using the same save over and over and over again, erasing the same thing, then you'd have to start the whole game over. Another example of Sierra cruelty at its best. And like I said, it's not because of bad game design that they did this. They did this on purpose because they love laughing at you for making mistakes. And I have proof of that in the second game, because there is a dead end that is so evil and malicious but hilarious at the same time that you could tell that the programmers were really having fun torturing their players. So with that, with Roger floating off in space helplessly, endlessly through the cosmos, never to be seen again, we will end this episode of Let's Play Space Quest and load a game to slightly before, when things were happier for him and he was sitting comfortably in his ship that he had recently purchased, and don the jetpack and head into enemy territory. But that will be for next time. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Let's Play Space Quest. Signing out.